What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am back with Belle Collective Season 7, Episode 12. Ring my bell. Before I start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video. Make sure y'all like the videos so I can stay in the algorithm. Y'all, I just did a live with Mrs. Best watching mouth reviews on, and you can catch the live on my channel, their channel, as well as the Watch Your Best Friends Review TV. We just was chopping it up, doing some, what were we talking about? Reality TV. We just went over a lot of things. So y'all go over there, catch the replay gang, and check us out. Let us know that you drop by letting us know you the replay gang. Replay gang, subscribe to each channel. Okay, yes. So, and it was a good time over there, y'all. I had fun. So Belle Collective episode 12, y'all. The episode starts with Leticia, Selena, and Marie. The ladies are planning a speed dating event for Marie, so they're about to style her up. Apparently, they don't want Marie in any more bodysuits, any tights, and the clothes that she tried on were very ugly. Marie's confessional was cute. I think that brown outfit that she had on, like this brown, get up, I thought that was real cute with her hair, the way it was the way it was fixed real nicely. I thought her confessional look was cute. I feel like if she would have wore that and had that over at the at this here event, she would have knocked it out the park. But she looked cute in what she had on, so I wasn't mad at it. Anyway, Leticia will help. She tells Selena, she asked her about her wedding and how she need to get stuff done. I don't know what Selena over there doing. I don't know if she twiddling her fingers, but girl, she don't have a lot of things done. Okay? I don't know. She's not moving her feet how she needs to move it, and your wedding is a month away, Selena. You got to do a little bit better. Okay? Anyway, Leticia offers her help, and there's that. All right? So Mike and Glenn, they go hang out. Glendale asks Mike Glendale asks Mike if he's going to get a prenup when him and Selena get married, because he did not get a prenup with him and Leticia when they got married, and he probably should have. Glenn, what is it that you have that this lady wants besides Deke? Shout out to Claudia. Oh, okay. Mike said, he was like, nah, Mike is ghetto. Glendale is ghetto, and they two ghetto bunch. Also, I just wanted to point out, he made a comment in his confessional about, I think he said something about people being there. I feel like he's still mad at Cliff, and I feel like he was making a little shot to Cliff in his confessional. Sir, please. Anyway, Mike was like, no, I don't really care about that. He was like, if I lose, I lose. I'm not tripping. Glendale tells Mike about the post-nup, and Mike was like, what the hell is a post-nup? So Glendale explains to Mike what a post-nup is, and I'm pretty sure Mike wasn't listening because the way he told the story back to Selena wasn't correct. Anyway, Glendale, I feel like, just needed a scene because he ain't filming with Cliff. So he needed a scene with somebody. Anyway, yoga. The ladies yoga. Selena, Latrice, and Tamra. They're yogaing. They doing yoga. And I was like, oh, okay. This, I guess, girl. Anyway, now this was messy. Okay, Selena tells the ladies about the divorce lawyer that Glendale went to go see, and she wasn't a divorce attorney, but the way Mike relayed this information as if Leticia was, as if Glendale was seeking out a divorce attorney, when technically he was actually looking into understanding more of what a post-nup was. Okay? And what a post-nup was, how does it benefit him, how does it benefit her, all of that. So I was like, this is messy, but this is messy, this is calculated, but because it's Letitia Pearson, it don't even matter. I probably should do better, but I'm not. But this was very messy, Selena. This was very messy because you didn't have to tell them. You should have told Letitia in the next scene, but we'll get there. Anyway, Tambra said that nigga left you with $4. That's what she tells the ladies. Like, I don't understand why you still with a nigga who left you with $4. See, Tambra didn't say it like that because Tambra liked to keep it cute. So I felt like Tambra wanted me to say it in a way that could be understood. Okay? So Tambra said in so many words, this nigga left you with $4. I don't understand why would you go back to somebody who left you with $4. Okay? Like, you just continuously put yourself on this emotional roller coaster, and girl, that's on you. All right? So then we get to Marie and her dad. Marie talks about how her white blood cell numbers have been low. She says that she's tired all the time and she's not able to get out of the bed. She's open also now. I think she said she's getting ready to open another facility. I think that's the one she was working on, and Selena came over to visit her, and I think that was in this earlier season. So anyway, she asked her dad, did you think that we would be, this big or whatever? And he was like, no. He said, I didn't realize it until I saw your billboard. And so she tells her dad how, her son wants to be an entrepreneur, but, she tells him the ins and outs and the sacrifices and all the things you have to do in order to be an entrepreneur. You can't just wake up and say, hey, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. You can't just say, hey, I need the money to do it. Like, it takes money to make money. You lose money. You don't make money right away. You make money, years into your business. Like, you have to grow your fan base. You have to grow. Like, you have to be consistent. You have to, whatever it is that you're trying to do, you have to do the work in order for you to be an entrepreneur. So I'm pretty sure that's where Marie was telling Jerez. But something tells me that Jerez want a real fast fix. Anyway, she also talked about her dating life, and that I think she tells her dad that they're going to be doing like a speed dating event because she wants a man. And I just feel like Marie needs to sit down somewhere. Like, every scene we see her in, it's like you're begging for a man. And I just be like, Marie, girl, just live your rich auntie life. I get you want somebody, but get somebody to enjoy yourself with. Like, you are a woman with a coin and you have older kids, and I know Siri, I think that's her daughter's name, isn't older, like out of high school, but you are a woman who can kind of come and go a little bit as you please. And I just feel like you need to really be living your life, like really living your best life, and not tie yourself down with a man. You have been taking care of people all of your life. And I feel like Marie is the type of person, once she gets a man, she's going to put Marie on the back seat, therefore putting her health on the back seat to take care of some nasty nigga who don't know how to wipe his ass good. Marie, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Anyway, unless you find somebody who want to pamper you and take care of you, that's one thing. But don't be like your friend. Your friend is stupid. Okay, Marie, I hope you watching my reviews, girl. I be going in on you, but I kind of like you this season. But don't you be getting on my nerves sometimes. But girl, just take my little advice. Just because you give me rich auntie, okay, just be a rich auntie. Okay, get your little piece of man from time to time. Call up Mr. Charlie and go to Mr. Charlie's house, or May have Mr. Charlie take you to a nice hotel, whatever y'all do, but don't move Mr. Charlie in. Okay, please don't cook for him. Let him cook for you. Anyway, Selena and Letitia goes over to Selena's house. She is on the phone with with the wedding planner, Miss Stacy, and Letitia referred Miss Stacy. She referred Miss Stacy to Selena to Miss Stacy, however that go. And Miss Stacy was saying how Selena can't make up her mind about the things that she want. Like, how you want a boho wedding, but you want an elegant. I mean, ain't that your thing? Your choice. You can do whatever. We know in real time Selena is already married. They already had their wedding and all of that. But she keeps changing things. And because you keep changing things, you don't have nothing sufficient. So they can't lock anything down. And that is annoying. And you have a small window. You have a small window, ma'am. And you want things to happen at a certain time, on a certain date. But you are not moving in a way you're supposed to be moving. I like Selena, but Selena reminds me of someone I know. I can't tell y'all who, but she reminds me of somebody I know. Okay? I need you to do a little better. I need you to do a lot better. Okay? So she can't make up her mind of the things that she wants as it relates to her wedding. This is your wedding, not nobody else's. You know everything you want for this wedding. Anyway, so Selena was like, well, in her confessional, girl, I don't have time to talk to Letitia about the Glendale situation and him seeing a divorce attorney and whatnot. I'm trying to get my stuff together for my wedding. Selena, I may not like Letitia. I may not like Letitia Pearson at all, and her snaky ways at all. But you ain't slick. You ain't slick. You want to get around the other ladies and tell her about Glendale going and seeing another attorney, because that's get back for her not telling you what she knew about the whole Mike situation. But again, why would you get mad about that if Mike had already told you? You were just mad that it was out there. You can't get mad. You're a reality TV star. Anyway, I feel like what you did was calculated. This was very calculated. The fact that it was so calculated, you couldn't even be a full woman and tell Letitia raggedy ass what happened. The one thing I'm going to say about Letitia grimy ass is that when it's time to be grimy, that hoe going to be real grimy. Sorry, I'm here. She going to be real grimy. Okay? And she ain't going to give a damn. That means y'all need to return the same energy back to her, but y'all don't. So anyway, I just felt like it was you ain't slick. It was a little calculated. But again, since it's Letitia Pearson, I will give you a pass. Anyway, the speed dating event called Ring. I think it's called Ring the Bell, or they play a game called Ring the Bell. I don't know. So we meet Thomas. Look, Thomas is Latrice's bachelor, and he's a 44-year-old musician. Cassius is Selena's person. He's a personal trainer, and he's 28. What Marie gonna do with a 28-year-old Selena? Anyway, Carrie brings Victor, who's a visual artist, that's 36. Again, too young for Marie. She needs a grown man, okay? Tambra brought Patrick, who's a 34-year-old principal. Tambra. Y'all tell me y'all don't like this lady. What I was saying, y'all don't really like this lady. Anyway, Selena, you did something right. She brought Carlos. Carlos was really nice looking. He's an aerospace government contractor. That means he makes the coin. You know what? Let's see how much does an aerospace government contractor makes. Okay, I don't have Hey Siri. How much does an aerospace government contractor make? Okay? They make a lot of money. Okay? And he give me, he's not mid-level, but he is a senior specialist or a top earner, and he make 6 figures. Okay? They make about 6 figures. Okay? All right. So he's 49. Let me say this. Carlos didn't look 49. Okay? He didn't look 49, but fine. You know, he 49. If they say he 49, then he 49. Now, Latrice, you need your ass whooped. You need your ass whooped for bringing in Jello. Okay? Because, why, ma'am? And where you found Jello at? Jello is an entrepreneur. Do Jello have a job? At least, Latrice, go to hell. Anyway, apparently Marie met Thomas before. Okay? Jello said she slept with the auntie, a niece, a daughter, and the mom. Jello, get out. Go. Get out. Go find yourself, ma'am. Okay? You brought in Latrice, you brought in the lesbian. Okay? Talking about Marie was looking at the strippers. You was looking at the strippers too. Okay? The 28-year-old had to go. Marie picked the aerospace contractor. Shout out to you, Marie. And her daughter, her stepdaughter, whatever, Cedric's daughter was working on my nerve. She was working on my nerve. Okay? Letitia, I'm going to say this. Letitia Pearson get on my nerve. But she's an amazing host. She needs to be a game show host. Letitia Pearson. I hope you ain't blocked me around here, girl. I don't, and I give you a lot of flack. And I'm always give you a lot of flack until you stop being abusive to your friend, to your friend girl group, and until you leave this man. Okay? Until you do that, I'm going to give you a lot of flack. Okay? But I will say this. I'm going to give you a little shameless plug. You need to be a host. You need not no brunch host. You need to be a talk show. You need to stick to your talk show host, game show host, something. You did good. You did real good. You was real comfortable with your friends. You know, you was lighthearted. You was nice. You know, you was the season 1 auntie Letitia that we remember. That okay, you ain't get on our nerves in this moment. So Selena decided to ask her about Glendale going to see a divorce lawyer. Selena, if you gonna ask this lady, ask her with your whole chest. Don't sit there mumble and stumble like you did, because you definitely did that. Because teacher was like, you gonna have to speak up. Well, how you gonna let her talk to you like that? Because she definitely ate you up at that table. Okay, you what she say? You gonna have to remember something. If you gonna come with some information, come with the right information. Exactly what your husband told you, so she can go tell her husband. Okay, but you really should have told her at your house. That she was like, did you know when I came to your house? Selena said yes. She said you could have told me then. So Letitia grabs her things and she was like, you know what, I'ma leave because I'm done being ambushed by the Bells. Letitia, this is why you pisses me off. Because all the ambushing you doing, ma'am, this is your turn. And again, whatever you get, you get. You just threaten those ladies and said all is fair is Belle Collective. You didn't think you putting out that type of energy was going to come back on you? Oh, okay. You know, you can't put out stuff and think it's not going to circle back on you. And that's what's happening. It's circling back. So am I mad about it? No. You've done a lot. You've done a lot. You have been very hurtful. Last week, we just had to get rid of your raggedy ass friend. Or the week before last. She be doing too much. And you let her. You brought this lady on here to fight your battles. Ma'am, we don't care. You want us to feel sorry for you. But, you know, you want to be the victim. You always do stuff to people. You can dish it, but you cannot take it. That's a Letitia problem. Anyway, that is all I got, everybody. This is your girl Kiwan reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.